Hey, it's Nikki, and we're back for Cocktails with Nikki. Let's welcome Tashieka. Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
All right, and you? How's it going?
Good, busy. So, the funny thing is, I know you as a publicist, but tell us about Pink Girls Run the World.
Okay, so Pink Girls Run the World, it's a whole movement. It's all about amplifying the voices of women around the globe and kind of connecting women. Oftentimes, when we're not from the same background or ethnicity, people tend to overlook similarities. And Pink Girls Run the World is all about amplifying how we're alike, how we're similar, things we have in common, and just connecting and empowering women.
I love it, and I see that you're wearing pink. I love it.
Yay, yes.
So,
That's my favorite color.
yeah, so when did you launch Pink Girls Run the World?
It was 3 years ago. It started out as a conversation with a friend over lunch who had been sharing how she had wanted to go to Dubai, and I had told her that I had actually gone to Dubai, and she was like, my girlfriends and I, we've been trying to go for over a year, and she's showing me these text messages of just trying to coordinate. She was like, why don't you coordinate the trip and invite some people that you know? And she loves pink, I love pink, so that's what we did, and it was kind of like a networking experience. It started out with 10 women on that trip, and then it went to 16 women on the next trip, and then 20 women, and so forth. And then I actually launched the Pink Girls Run the World blog a year ago. And on the blog, I feature on Wednesdays, because Wednesdays we read pink. I feature, different stories of different women from different backgrounds that are doing fabulous things, whether they're entrepreneurs or celebrities Pilates instructor. I had you as a guest on Pink Couch Chronicles, which was
Yes.
fabulous, where you talked about being a DJ, but also how being a publicist and DJ kind of connected for you. So it's
So,
been awesome.
yeah, I love it. So can you please tell everybody what that website is or that blog site?
Sure. It's pinkgirlsruntheworld.com. And
Okay.
then also on, you can find some of the blog posts under Melange Mode 15, which is my PR Instagram, but also part of the Pink Girls Run the World movement.
Right. So if I want to join Pink Girls Run the World, do I need to subscribe? Is there a membership fee? Like, can you tell us the process?
Yeah, sure. So there's no membership fee. You can start following the newsletter or subscribing to the newsletter on pinkgirlsruntheworld.com. And from there, you'll get like the weekly updates. You'll get updates on like any upcoming trips. With COVID, everything's been put on hold, unfortunately. But hopefully, we'll be back up and going in 2021, but we still have updates on the blog. If you know of a powerful woman, regardless of her ethnicity, that you'd like to be featured on the blog, definitely reach out. There's a contact us form on pinkgirlsruntheworld.com.
That is awesome. So just one moment, Brian Hanley. I don't know if that's a friend of yours, but he says hello. Hi, Brian. Thanks for tuning in. So tell us how COVID-19 has impacted your group. I noticed that you guys were doing some other events outside this summer.
Yes, yes. So, as I mentioned before, the travel we have been doing a lot of international travel, so that's kind of been put on hold. And throughout the year, I've been traveling to different cities and doing Pink Girls Run the World meetups. Actually, I had one scheduled for June in London, um, but that's actually been put on hold as well. But we're excited to do that next year. In the meantime, we've been doing different like outside events. We've done Rosé en Blanc, which was fabulous. We did that last month. And it was kind of like a spin on Dîner en Blanc. which you attended with our group last
Yeah,
year.
that was
Nikki. It was so much fun. Even with the rain, we still had a good time. And we
fun.
were fabulous.
Remember. Um,
But so since we couldn't do that this year, we did Rose en Blanc, and I teamed up with Pink Girls Run the World brand ambassador and Extra is My Ordinary founder, Donna Hendricks, to present that event. So that was fabulous. We did it in Jersey City. The theme was pink. We had a caterer that provided food for the day. We had people that were able to participate virtually who didn't want to come out, which is understandable, even though we were distanced 6 feet apart. But some people rather stay home and be outside on their patio, in their backyard, or their balcony. So they were able to do that and participate. We had someone playing on the saxophone virtually, which was awesome, and then someone doing the steel pan virtually from the Virgin Islands. So it was just an overall good time.
that's what's up. So Nancy Harris would like to ask, how many members do you have now?
So on the actual subscribers on the newsletter, we have over 500 people subscribed. But like I said, on the trips, we limited it to 20 people. So it's on a first come, first serve basis.
Yes, and when she says first come, first serve, she means it. Um, again, can you please tell everybody your website?
It's pinkgirlsruntheworld.com. And definitely check it out. There's a lot on there. There's some tips for summer reads, women empowering books that I suggest. I've been spending a lot of time at the beach, so I've been doing a lot of beach reading. It's a really cool site.
I love it. So you're creating a lifestyle.
Definitely. It's all about the lifestyle. And my main thing, and you can attest to this, Nikki, is all about empowering other women, connecting with other women, and kind of doing it in, an authentic way. Sometimes people don't know how to network or know how to connect. And I think a platform like this kind of helps out with that.
Mhm. So Nancy Harris would also like, what are some of the benefits of joining Pink Girls Run the World?
Well, number one is being able to network with like-minded women. We've had so many women that have gone on the trips, that have made new friends, other successful women of all nationalities. Also being able to just, I don't know, like I flew to different cities and states, and just being able to like just hear the voices of other women was so important to me, and hearing like what it's like to live in that city and what's going on there, and just kind of staying like abreast on what's going on outside of your rainforest.
Right. And then we have DJ John Quick. He says hello. Circling back, you also team up with Donna. We had Donna on the show last week. Can you please tell us about your partnership with Donna?
So Donna is a Pink Girls Run the World brand ambassador, which definitely has its benefits. She is a part of being on the trips. She actually had her own trip that she was going on to France, and kind of just like heading that up. She's not responsible for, getting people to attend the trip,
Mhm.
but she was responsible for leading the trip. And as you know, with Donna and leadership, she's excellent at that.
Yes, wonderful. So, besides Pink Girls Run the World, can you please tell us about some of your other endeavors?
Sure. So as you know, I'm a publicist. So I mean, there's so many hats with being a publicist, right? I mean, that's how I started. I started in the PR industry. I started working with a large firm in Manhattan that specialized in beauty. And one of the things that I found is that a lot of niche brands were getting overlooked, by some of the bigger, I mean, which totally makes sense. There's a bigger budget, right, with bigger corporate accounts. But there were a lot of like niche, women-owned brands, especially like women of color, that were being overlooked. They weren't getting as much attention as some of the other brands. So I decided to launch off on my own and start my own PR firm. And that was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or more. And I've been doing that on my own ever since. And one of the things that I really loved is the opportunity to be able to meet other women that are building brands, building empires, moms and wives and business women. And just being able to see their brands grow and to be a part of that process.
I love it. So tell us what your favorite cocktail is.
Oh my God, I have it right here. So my favorite cocktail is actually a Cosmo, but today I just had some lemonade, so I mixed that with some vodka and blueberries. And then I was inspired by your cocktail that you posted earlier today.
Yeah.
Do some rosemary on it.
So I actually made a reservation at a restaurant called Le Bon. It's on 55th, I believe, and 6th Avenue. And it had this wonderful balcony with lights and plants. And I made a reservation for Carter and I because I just wanted her to do something different. We're always going to the same restaurants.
Right.
Creature of habit. So we went there today and they had the rosemary gimlet. And,
Ooh.
and then I also got a Malbec from France just because I'm just feeling a little bit nostalgic. I would like to go to Europe, but I don't think we can travel there yet.
How do you feel about everyone going to Mexico, to Tulum?
I see that trend. I actually want to go. Sorry, I lost you. I actually would like to go, but I just have to figure out what the traveling requirements are. I think Aruba requires like a COVID test 2 days or 3 days before.
What's the testing for Mexico?
None at all.
Mm-mm.
Wow. That's annoying. I'm not so daring, you guys. Like
I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it.
yeah, let me know. I wouldn't mind going for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as going for like a week or a client of mine actually rented a Airbnb there for like a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know, right?
He went with his girlfriend. I was like, I would have been mad at you.
Yeah.
Need a pool and a jacuzzi or something.
I have an associate that is I think it's like a apartment building in Tulum, and she's renting it out by the month. I think she's going with her daughter for 3 months, and then she's doing like month by month. And it's a really good deal. Like there's like a pool and a gym and everything.
That
It
sounds.
seems so, I don't know, appealing.
I don't know. I mean, being that children now are remotely educated, it gives you a lot more flexibility to travel and do things. But at the same time, I still like being at home. I've made my home very cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I have like aromatherapy in the background. My bed is made. I have
I don't know if you see that here. Yes, I'm a big fan of aromatherapy too. And like you, I love fresh flowers.
Yes, yes, I love. And then I have. I don't know if you could see this. I can turn. I have like little plants in the wall, and I'm turning around. Plants.
Oh.
So I just don't really want to go anywhere else. Like I'm cool being home in my own environment, but eventually I'm going to need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it seems like Mexico might be the easiest place to go.
And you were hopping around quite a lot before COVID.
You mean business wise?
Yeah, business wise.
Well, Carter definitely was happy to be home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how busy I was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess I was busy. I was in Atlanta a couple times.
Atlanta, and I think you were out west or something, like in Colorado or.
Oh, I went skiing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can see you hopping around so much you don't even realize it.
I definitely had to take her skiing. I was like, I have to expose her to the ski slopes now. And I actually did something crazy and put her in ski camp. And everybody was like, "You went to ski camp?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I put her in ski camp and she loved it and she can't wait to go back." So I'm glad that I just stepped out.
You gotta remember that. I
Yeah,
remember when I was her age, my mom put me in this like it was like an intensive like summer program like for a month. It was at like a local community college and it
right.
was quite expensive. I mean, it was a sacrifice for her to send me, but
Mhm.
I played tennis and learned different languages and here I am, a grown ass woman and I'll never forget her doing that. So Carter will always remember all the sacrifices that
Yeah,
she
I think next summer she'll be going to horse camp
Oh,
stable, so she'll be learning how to ride the horse and take care of them. But the thing is, she's like completely freaked out by insects now, so I don't know how she'll deal with that. Like literally, if she sees a fly or a bee, like she's such a city baby that freaks out, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to deal with horses in a stable because I know for sure that there's bugs.
yeah.
But perhaps by next year she'll get over it. So, what are your plans this weekend?
Oh God, for this weekend,
Yeah.
I don't have anything exciting going on for this weekend.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, you're
But
welcome to
last
join
weekend I did the Derby thing, which was really cool.
what I didn't hear you.
Last weekend I did the Derby event, which was really
Oh,
cool.
I saw that.
Cosmetics. That was fun,
I
you
saw
know.
that. I think I might end up going to the Slime Institute in Soho tomorrow.
There's
I
a Slime Institute.
Yeah, I have a kid who's obsessed with making slime. Like she literally takes glue and then she calls Tide the activator and she like mixes up slime, puts food coloring in it, glitter, random stuff. And yeah, she's completely obsessed. So I might end up taking her to the Slime Institute tomorrow.
That's nice. Aren't you excited we can get out more now?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed being in Manhattan. I went to the cobbler because you guys, I'm getting all my stuff ready for the winter. I have a feeling that once it starts getting cold, I am not going anywhere.
We might be on
Cobbler.
lockdown again. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I went to the cobbler. Um, I was like, please clean my Uggs. And where did I go after that? I went to the eyelash place, took her to that restaurant. Then we went to the toy store and it was closed and she was devastated. And then we actually took a cab back to Brooklyn because there were so many weirdos in Midtown at night. It's weird.
Now, how is it? I went to Harlem. I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago for the first time. I don't know if I was on like 120. I don't know where I was at. I was near Lido, but anyway, it was like packed. I've never even seen pre-COVID. I didn't see the streets of Harlem packed like that. I couldn't believe it.
Hi, do you know somebody by the name of Elder Jerome P or B Lane Jr.?
I don't.
Okay. Sometimes people's friends like log in, and give them shout outs. Yeah, I heard Harlem's really busy. So are people wearing masks?
I want to say that night that I was in Harlem, I hate to say it, like maybe a little more than half the people were wearing masks. Maybe like 40% of the people were not wearing masks.
That's scary. Um,
And it's like asses to elbows. Like it was like on the street.
really?
Yeah, Nikki, I haven't seen that in Harlem and I don't know when. And maybe I'm missing something.
Harlem on the weekend? Like what was going on?
It was just like people at the outdoor restaurants, but the restaurants, like it was like spillage, because everyone couldn't even fit in the restaurant. So people were like spilling onto the street. And it wasn't even that late because I was at Central Park. I did like a picnic in the park and then I walked over like around 8, like just to like stretch my legs, and see what's going on. And it was like that at like 8, 8:30.
That's crazy. I mean, like today I take the train and so many people on didn't have their mask on and I was just like, where are the cops to issue these $50 tickets? This is ridiculous.
Yes, I saw that you posted that. It's about time.
No, but there was no cops on the train to
They're
issue.
not wearing masks either. The cops aren't wearing masks. How are they issuing tickets? That's what I want to know.
I did notice that certain cops don't wear masks. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know what's happening, honestly. I don't know, but today I decided to double up on my mask, but I was so hot. Like literally mask and humidity, it's like you can't breathe. Like
Right.
off having those like medical grade blue masks, you can
Hmm.
actually breathe and function, but those cloth masks, they're unbearable sometimes.
Yeah, they are. Like, yeah, the cloth mat. I can't do the cloth ones. I can't do it. I have to do the ugly medical ones because I cannot breathe. I might put on a cloth one for a cute pic, but after that, I'm putting on the medical one.
I
Hard
think
to
that's the
breathe.
only one. And Carter actually got the medical one. She's like, I like these masks better. I was like, wow, we've been here suffering. Like cute cloth mask N95, KN95 mask, and we just need a traditional medical mask. It's crazy.
It's
So it looks like we have some people tuning in. You guys feel free to leave comments for Tashieka regarding Pink Girls Run the World.
Oh,
Somebody else
can I
said,
add one more thing too? I'm also writing a Pink Girls Run the World book.
oh, I love it. Tell us more. Nancy Harris is actually a book publisher, so thank God she's tuning in.
Oh, well, that's awesome because I need a publisher, I need an agent. So the book is all about like using travel to leveraging travel to live your best life, to live the life that you've always dreamed.
I love it. And so have you started writing this book?
I started writing it. Yeah, it was like really cool. I was able to like kind of tap in. It's kind of similar to the blog because on a lot of my blog posts, I kind of talk about like being a child
Mhm.
and like, having these dreams about going to these different places, almost like, like pretend, like, other little kids were, I don't know, pretending with G.I. Joe, and I was like dreaming about being in the jungle or being in some kind of like empire in Japan or a geisha or something. So I kind of talk about that, and that's how the book starts out. Starts out with me in my childhood and like my imagination and things that I dreamed that would happen. Well, I just kind of knew, and then they just happened for me. And just like believing in yourself and focusing on positivity and setting goals for yourself.
I
And I
love
talk about how travel helped me to do that.
We're definitely attracting some attention. Ray K 1981 says, how do I accidentally run into Tashieka so pretty?
Oh, run into Nikki, you're funny.
Ray, you can feel free to listen to our interview again to find out how to get in contact with Tashieka. I did not realize that Cocktails with Nikki was actually a place to pick up women.
That's so funny.
You want to be taken seriously now, Ray. But I see you, 1981. So I just want to thank you so much for joining Cocktails with Nikki. Normally our conversation is about 30 minutes or so. I don't want to keep you the entire night, but feel free to share any other information with our audience regarding um, URL again, your PR URL, and any other information you want to add.
So if you go to Melange Mode 15 on Instagram, it has all my information in the link tree there. Pink Girls Run the World is pinkgirlsruntheworld.com. Definitely check out the blog. Subscribe to find out more information about the book. And if you are a book publisher, I'd love to hear from you.
Oh, Elder Jerome P. Lane Jr. Elder, I cannot read without glasses, so that's why I'm struggling here. I need to put on my glasses, but I have this cap on and it's just doing too much. But he said that Ray is shooting his shot, which is hilarious. These comments are funny. Thank you so much. And again, you guys, the purpose of Cocktails with Nikki is really just to uplift people that I know. It's really important that we share each other's stories across our network. Like, imagine if everybody who you follow and who you consider to be a friend shared your story with their network. It would be so powerful. You would get so much business, so many inquiries. So I just want to encourage that type of behavior, especially given COVID-19, um, and the fact that many Black-owned businesses have now shut down. Based on a conversation with the Black Chamber of Commerce, it seems that 40% of Black-owned businesses are no longer existent.
I saw that on your page. I couldn't believe that.
Yes, and I heard the number might be closer to 60%. So we really need to support each other's businesses. We need to share. Based on some things that I've read during COVID, success, there's no scarcity of success. So in our community or in the Black community, there often tends to be this crabs in a barrel mentality. But the point is that there's a plethora of success. Success is created by you being using creativity and thinking outside the box, and there's enough for everyone. So we must all, support each other. There's enough for everyone. Seriously. Elder wants to know any messages for the bros. Uh,
Well, I think it's important that men support Black women. I think that, like that's one of the things that I noticed, like with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, when everything kind of jumped off in June, which is very powerful. And you saw Black women right there, side by side with Black men. And I think that it's important that Black men support Black women. Sometimes I think that Black men may forget that although we are successful and powerful, that we still need the support of Black men. It's so important.
right. Elder, if you want to support our business, go to www.goodgirlpr.com. And Tashieka, please provide your websites again for our audience.
It's pinkgirlsruntheworld.com.
And your PR site as well.
melangepr.com.
So thanks, Elder, for asking about
and
that.
More importantly, the way that you could quickly support us is to like, comment, and share this interview, discussion, chat that Nikki provided. You can immediately support us that way. And a lot of people don't know that.
Yes, he says, yes, correct. Don't want to take you all for granted. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you right now. I have some good energy in my life. I have good Black male presence in my life. Someone who keeps a smile on my face. As a result, I'm happy to work and get things done. I have something to look forward to. And I think as Black women, we just want a man who's supportive of us and who loves us unconditionally. And we want to provide the same love in return. I think we should be willing to grow together, right? You shouldn't be expected to have all your, I'll say this, shit together. We can grow together. No one's perfect. And I think, especially in New York, there's just this single culture where people just wait to settle down until they're like 50 or 60, waiting for this perfect moment. But, I think we can build together if you give it a chance, right? So,
definitely. And I think like on a broader scale, like just, in general, I have a lot of positive male energy in my life. I have male friends that follow my blog, male friends that follow the Facebook page. I have male cousins. So I think like to kind of keep that momentum going, I think that a lot of times, like, as a movement, as a whole, when Black men see Black women, talking about empowerment and uplifting, I feel like sometimes they feel left out. You know what I mean? And I think that's important that they realize that we need that support. Like my Facebook page, like Nikki's Facebook page, follow us, refer business to us. And the easiest thing on social media to do is to like, comment, and share, because when you like, comment, and share, that impacts the algorithm, and that definitely helps our businesses.
Yeah, and also, I think it's important to state that although we're business women, we don't necessarily lack feminine energy. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with owning businesses and getting things done and being very straightforward and aggressive in business, but also, you know, understanding um, your power as a feminine woman and, um, loving your man. So I feel that sometimes people think it's one or the other, and that's not the case. Or perhaps you haven't met the right women. But I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
And I want to run things in the boardroom, but I don't necessarily want to bring that same energy at home.
Tell me about
I get tired. Woo.
it. Well, thanks, Elder. We'll be back next Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And thanks again, Tashieka, for tuning in every week. And
For inviting me.
yeah, and being a co host tonight. And I want you to have a blessed weekend and hopefully, get some work done on your book. And maybe get out a little bit, get some fresh sunlight before it's
I
cold.
might be running. You're inspiring me.
Oh, good, good. Yeah. Everybody, I'm also known as a fit publicist. This brand encouraged me to just lose weight after having a baby. I figured if I posted this hashtag, it would keep me accountable because people are so judgmental. They're like, oh, you're not working out anymore. So it was just a way for me to just stay on top of my game. So I'm glad that I'm inspiring you to run. How often are you running per week?
Oh my God. One time a week. And I don't even run, like I run a few blocks, but it's a start for me. I
Oh,
actually lost 15 pounds.
yeah, you look great.
Thank you. I'm trying, girl, I'm trying. I've been doing a lot of bike riding,
Okay.
but seeing you run just makes me say, God, I need to get my butt out there.
You know what? So many people say that. I had no idea.
Keep the posts coming.
Thank you. Well, let's definitely talk again offline. And thanks everyone for tuning in.
Have a nice night and cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.